Chargers' Josh Lambo has this one teed up, and we are underway from Southern California. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the 27, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force incompletion.
To throw is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. He converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Going right back to Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stafford now to throw. Caught left side. It's Baker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Past the 20. 5, touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are back within a score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Chargers 10, Rams 7. Matt Gay taking over for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a give running left is Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Chargers at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point tagged on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on second down. Stafford, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown! Allen Robinson, 44 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Rams 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's what they have to do defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first and 10, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw on second and 10, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Now it's Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
the red zone now. Stafford.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been...
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second down and goal. Herbert. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 50, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Herbert now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Chargers, 27.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And now here is another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a give. Akers running left.
And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. They'll run here with Akers.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing here, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now it's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all